Hi, I'm Brian Lilley and welcome back to my living room. Why do I have you here? Because I want to show you something on my TV. The Friends of Canadian Broadcasting, a lobby group that really represents one broadcaster, the CBC, well, they've launched a campaign, a bit of a fundraising campaign and a lobby campaign, claiming that they're being censored by Canada's private broadcasters because they will not run an ad showing how mean Stephen Harper is to CBC. Now, I want to play this ad for you, and then think about what it's showing. To me, this shows them claiming that Prime Minister Stephen Harper kills his opposition.
Oh, man. After all these years of loyalty, all I said was, Prime Minister, maybe we should leave the CBC alone. But the moment I said it, I knew I was in big trouble.
They can't drown us all out. Join the campaign to free the CBC from political interference.
So what do you think? Yeah, I get the metaphor, throwing your opposition overboard, throwing them under the bus. These are terms that we use, but this is an ad actually showing Stephen Harper drowning two people that disagreed with him on the future of the state broadcaster. This, claims Friends of Canadian Broadcasting, is how Harper operates. He silences his opposition. They've launched their campaign at about the same time that Russia is dealing with an actual silencing of their opposition. Boris Nemtsov was an opponent of Vladimir Putin. He's dead. He was murdered, assassinated in Russia. That is how real dictators deal with their opposition. We've seen around the world where ISIS and other groups like it are trying to impose the caliphate. They kill their opposition as well. Is that what Friends of Canadian Broadcasting is claiming Stephen Harper's all about? Are they claiming he's that bad? Now, this video has fewer views than a bad video that I might put up on The Rebel or on my own YouTube channel. It has fewer views than my son getting steam rising off his butt while drying off at the fire after tobogganing. So you could say that these guys don't have a lot of sway, except they do. They do because they're picked up by other media echo what Friends of Canadian Broadcasting says about CBC. They care deeply about what Friends of Canadian Broadcasting says about the Mother Corp. But there's more. Canada's opposition parties, the Greens, the NDP, the Liberals, they all play footsie with this group. Elizabeth May has just done a question and answer session of basically a love-in all about CBC for Friends of Canadian Broadcasting. It was hosted by former CBC host Don Newman. Just a little while ago, Thomas Mulcair did one as well. Justin Trudeau, well, he answered questions, did a video for them. It's up on their site. So did all of the Liberal leadership contenders. So this is a group that holds sway with Canada's chattering classes. And here they are claiming that Stephen Harper is such a dictator that he silences his opposition by drowning them and saying he can't drown them all. What's the real problem with CBC? It's the same thing that every broadcaster is dealing with, a changing environment. Yes, back in 2012, at a time when every government department was having their budget cut, CBC lost $115 million. As a percentage of their budget, CBC took a smaller hit than the Canadian Army. Think about that for a minute. Any other cuts that have come along have been through things such as a drop in advertising revenue. Not as many people watching. The ad market has never returned to the pre-recession times and levels of 2008. That's something the private broadcasters are having to deal with. But Friends of Canadian Broadcasting wants CBC protected from reality. They want them protected from everything. They just want more money. That is their constant refrain. And if you don't give them more money, they want to run an ad claiming that Stephen Harper will drown his opposition, will kill off his opposition. Let me ask you, is that what a real lobby group should be doing? A real organization that claims to speak up for all of Canadian broadcasting? Or is this just another front group paid for with left-wing donations to attack the Conservatives? That's my take.